Hey guys, how's it going? Malcolm McLaren here, 92 Fast for You, also known as McLaren Fab, McLaren Garage. Here we have Safari, otherwise known as 92 Safari. This was a car I picked up off of a gentleman named Matthew, last name Boyer, I believe. Sorry if you got this wrong, Matthew. Sorry if you see this in the first place, Matthew. I mean, most of the work done on this car wasn't yours, but I know you wanted to see it saved. It wasn't savable. We'll address that in a second here. But what we're doing today mostly is we're going to be removing this nose panel. This nose panel seems to be in decent condition. It's got some body rust on it, but it doesn't have a giant gouge in it like the one in Penny does, courtesy of me. So I'm going to try and pull it out and see how hard it is. If it's too hard, then forget it. We're going to leave it. But I think I'm just going to do an honest first attempt at pulling this thing out and see what it's like. A bunch of spot welds to drill out underneath. If I'm not mistaken. That bolt comes out. That bolt comes out. And then a bunch of spot welds have to get drilled. So that's gonna get pulled off. The reason why this car's scrap is I'll take you guys for a little journey. First of all, we're gonna have all this. These fenders are toast. It goes into the doors too. The car has been repainted twice, very poorly, as you can see. And I keep moving. This was the motor that's in it. It was low on compression. Somebody spent time rebuilding it. They did a very interesting job. These were Allen bolts. These are Allen bolts here. What else? I mean, the story goes on. This is backwards, if you know. So the list goes on and on and on. I mean, I think he had it working, but the list goes on and on. There was just a lot of stuff. The bell housing, when I took this motor apart, I could stick my finger in between the front bell housing and the bottom. Almost all of the bell housing bolts were loose. The transmission has no bushing in the rear. If you guys have ever taken apart these 5-speeds before, the dogleg ones, they have a weird like cross-section bushing. It almost looks like a U-joint in a solid axle. And there's no nylon bushing in it. There's no rubber bushing in it. So that would cause the complete slop in the shifter that we had in it. It does have good glass that we can use for Penny, so the glass will be a good addition for Penny. The hatch was shot and was leaking. See, that was trash. These were trash. They're all pulled up and leaking before the hatch was leaking. Yeah, so we almost have the wiring harness out. I think there's a couple pedals, and the carpets have to come out, and then the whole wiring harness is out of it, basically. I'm going to try and pull the nose panel off of it. I also have to get the doors off of it because we might use these doors again. We're going to at least use the mechanisms in them, probably. The crank mechanisms. But with that being said, enough jibber jabber. You guys got the story. If you guys are concurrent viewers, Dan Mecca, some of you other guys who watch a lot, if you're wondering where Pepper is, my red car Pepper, Pepper is for sale. She's currently on sale on Facebook right now. I'll drop a link right here, right across my eyes. No, it'll be up here. There'll be a link there. That'll be Pepper's Facebook ad. Facebook ad. She's for sale. The only thing that's really wrong with that car in my eyes is the blower motor is out. It needs the dash out and the blower motor fixed. I would check all the other AC seals in there and replace them because those are the only ones I didn't do. But other than that, that's all that's wrong with that car. The reason why I'm not doing that is because you've seen the way I've treated Pepper. When I go in to fix something, I fix everything. I don't put nice in with crap on top of it. And the dashboard in it isn't crap, but it's definitely old and tired. And if I were to pull that dashboard out, I'd probably want to put a factory new one back in, or at least have that one redone. And I'm not in a position financially to sink $1,000 to $1,400 into a dashboard, plus $300 to $400 for a blow motor into that car. I don't think I would see the money out of it So unfortunately, it's not going to get done. She's going to be for sale. Right now, she's for sale for $12,500 on Facebook. Like I said, I'm willing to take offers, trade offers with cash, or just straight cash offers. Let me know. Appreciate it, guys. So moving on to this, we're going to pull out all these top spot welds. You're going to see them, they're like little dimples. Okay, so we're going to go to the drill bit bin, find some decent sized drill bits that seem to match. You can always go under, right? You can under drill it, right? That's fine. It doesn't come off. You just have to go up a size. If you over drill it, you're going to give yourself a nice fine top, and you're going to put that back together, right? So I'm going to start off with a 7/32. I personally think it's a 1/4 inch. But what I think doesn't mean shit, because I've never done it before. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to clean it so I can see exactly what I'm doing. A brake cleaner, a little rag. Alright, and I'm going to pause the video here, go inside and grab some glasses, because last but not least, you're going to want safety glasses. Psych, fuck that shit, I'm not wearing this today. I do recommend you wear safety glasses. I'll probably pay for it right here. See, I've gone through with a 5/16 and it still hasn't let me loose yet. So I'm going to come back with a 1/4 inch and see if I can just split the top out of it. That should be loose. What we're going to do is we're going to get a screwdriver we don't care about, a hammer we do like. Why? Because it's got to be a good hammer. And we're going to try and split basically the weld, or what's left of it, where it's held together. So what this is telling me is I could probably do with stepping up to a 5/16. And a 5/16 is a little too big. We're going to stick with the 1/4 inch. I think you're going to have to just fight these apart, to be honest. I don't see any other way to get apart. I think you're going to have to just 1/4 inch spot drill them. 5/16 is the drill bit to use. You're still going to have a little prying to do, but much less. I recommend you use multiple flat blade screwdrivers. Use one as a beater and the rest are just like placement picks. To help you get more space open in there. I'm missing on this one. Alright, so all these top ones drilled out. I used the 5/16. You might be able to find one in between a 1/4 inch and a 5/16. You definitely could. The 5/16, I still had to work a little bit in a few spots to get out. I am a little concerned with the diameter of the 5/16. That was a little too big, but the damage that was being done by having to beat and pry and pull, I didn't like that. It was twisting and mangling this front lip. Over here, you can see on the back side it's much smoother. In the middle, it's kind of fucked up. It's the same thing, the 1/4 inches. I was trying to get it out. It's not worth fighting it because you're gonna bend it. You should just drill it out and re-weld it later. So that being said, you're gonna have two what appears to be 10mm bolts hiding down here in the face. These are gonna be mildly interesting to get out. Mildly, I mean, not really that interesting. You have access to the tools like these. You can use tools like these. If not, you can do the same thing with a hand spanner. Alright, so on to the next bit. Alright, we're going to come down to this lower part. Alright, if you look through here, over inside, you pull this up and you can see the spot welds on the back side of this, okay? Where the nose vents are down here, the vents underneath, there are a bunch of spot welds in this panel right below it. Bunch of them. Alright, so we're going to have to take all those out. And I'd be willing to bet there'd be some in here too. Willing to bet. We'll find out. So, first things first, I'm going to piss and then move you guys around and then we'll get going. Alright folks, so really hard to see, you probably won't even be able to see them, but up along the top ridge, way at the very top, is going to be where all of your spout welds are, okay? I'm guessing there are also going to be some underneath in this area too, on both sides. Alright, can't be certain, we're going to find out. I will show you the post and finished product. I'm just going to repeat the same exact thing I did on the top. If it's any different, I'll let you guys know. I just can't bring the stand down any further. The legs are broken, so it doesn't come down any further. This is as tall as it can only stay this tall setting, so I'll let you guys know.